This morning, protests are planned across the country to mark the one-year anniversary of President Trump's second inauguration. The group Women's March organizing walkouts at 2 p.m. today to protest Trump's policies. As for the president, he's traveling to Davos, Switzerland for the World Economic Forum to talk housing affordability. But his threat to take over Greenland is overshadowing all discussions. Trump overnight said he expects European leaders will get on board.
I don't think they're going to push back too much. Look, we have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it.
Thousands of protesters gathering in Copenhagen over the weekend, some wearing red hats saying, "Make America go away." The Danish military posting images of more troops arriving in Greenland, 8 NATO countries, including France, Germany, and the UK, also moving forces there as a show of support. And now, European leaders are threatening to deploy the so-called Big Bazooka, a measure to fight political and economic bullying, which could impose tariffs on American goods, including bourbon and soybeans. It's in response to President Trump's threat of a 10% tariff on those countries next month, jumping to 25% in June, until a deal is reached for the complete and total purchase of Greenland.
The use of tariffs against allies is completely wrong.
Stock futures on Wall Street dropping sharply overnight on Trump's tariff threat. Trump claims Greenland is needed for U.S. national security. His push to claim the island has threatened the NATO alliance, which could empower Vladimir Putin. Norway's prime minister texting Trump, "We all should work to take this down and de-escalate," proposing a phone call to talk it out. Trump texting back, "Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America." Norway's prime minister says, "I've explained to him many times that it's an award given by a Norwegian committee, not by the Norwegian government."
If anybody thinks that Norway doesn't control the Nobel Prize, they're just kidding. They have a board, but it's controlled by Norway, and I don't care what Norway says. But I really don't care about that.
This week in Davos, President Trump is also expected to hold a signing ceremony for his Gaza Board of Peace, which will oversee rebuilding and the Gaza Strip. Russia and Belarus are among the countries who say they've been invited to join the board. President Trump is the chair of the Board of Peace. As for Greenland, some British lawmakers are now calling for a boycott of the World Cup over Trump's threats.